Hello, let's do Wordle for Wednesday, June 10th. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with pound. All right, just an N. So we can't do a Sally anagram because that doesn't have N in it. But STRL, all good letters. Stern, stone. Oh, we can't do stone like we normally would. Well, there's no O anyway, but anyway, N can't be fourth. Is kind of my point. So I'm kind of thinking about stern then. I think that's going to work out well. All right, just an N at the end. Ooh. It makes me feel like we're going to do like IN or AN. Maybe an A here and an IN. I was thinking about the word satin, but obviously there's no S or T, but maybe there's something else like that. Gavin. I don't know. It could be double I or double A. Or we could end in AIN actually. Chain? I think that's a good guess. Apparently not. Okay, maybe it's is it like AI something N? How does that work? I don't think an L can go there. This just doesn't look good. How about a GN word? Align. There it is. Okay, the stars aligned. It gave me a line. Thinking of GN, not the easiest thing in the world. All right. Cool word. Common letters. All right. Let's spin the wheel and see what we're starting with tomorrow, and we'll do some analysis. So it is again. Gail Fitch is a supporting me on Patreon. I think has 4 words on the wheel, maybe 5. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, and all of them are jazzy. So it got picked again. All right. So thank you, Killfish, for your support. We will be starting with Jazzy again tomorrow. I don't have any rules about repeats. It's just whatever the wheel picks, that's what I'm starting with. And I don't want to make it more complicated than that. All right. Well, we'll be starting with Jazzy. Let's do some analysis and see how I did here. The answer was a line. We started with pound. All right. Was I emailed analysis? Let me check. I seem to recall I might have been emailed analysis. Monday. This will load. Okay. Jazzy, I have an analysis. But no, not for pound. Okay, so we're fine on pound. 185 words left. It says saner. I went stern. Stern's not in the top 10 list. Bottom of the list is 2.849. 2.881, so not horrible. After this, there were 5 words left. Again, align, avian, cabin, and chain. So chain was not the best guess. Again was the best guess because it gets everything. Do we want to think about why? So the G would get you a line. Starting with A, but no G gets you avian. So that separates those two. How about cabin versus chain? Chain has the A in the middle, whereas cabin doesn't. So guessing again distinguishes everything. Otherwise, like if you're not going to distinguish everything, they're all about equal. So chain was second best, which doesn't say much. But we're down to a line avian at that point, and I didn't think of avian. I thought of a line, so that's what happened. All right, so I won a 50-50, but I wasn't in any danger of losing. It would go saner. From there's 11 words left. It's saying antic or anvil or avian. If we just pick antic, we're still down to like avian or line. So it's something like a 4 or a 5-ish. All right, it starts with tails. With the A and L, we're going to go final. And then there's a line or plane. Yeah, so it's a 50-50, getting in 3 or 4. We like to analyze steel. Glamp. All right. Glamp is glamorous camping. And then 3 or 4 with a long line. I have to remember glamp is like a good word to do. It comes up a lot. Madly was the other choice. And then flank and then align. Interesting. All right, so that was steal. Adieu is the most common starting word. The A and the I are in place. There's 17 words that do that, but it seems like it's pretty trappy. A lot of X's, a lot of M's. It actually suggests axing or axion to separate all the X ones. And then with that NG, we're only a line, so that's lucky. What if someone decides not to go for the X? What if they go for like aging or, I mean, a line is here too. Aging, I don't know why you'd go for aging, but anyway, that gets you a line in 3. Okay. So audio, again, the A and the I, we're going to go agile and then a line. So it's another 3. Any word that starts with A and any word with a D in it is going to be good for a DU and audio. What are we doing? Stare is a very common start. With that A yellow in the middle, it's going to test double A with canal. And then we're down to either getting a line in 3 or doing a long line. All right. Pert. Tries to get in 2. We're in the 209 bucket, so we have a 1 in 209 chance of getting in 2. We do not with the best guess. So we're in 3 or 4. All right, and finally, tarps is what the official bot starts with these days in hard mode. We're going to go algae. Interesting. And then along a line or the other way around, so 3 or 4. Okay, well, let's do some analysis here. I'm going to save this off first. Call it a line because that was the answer. All right. Check hard mode first. Give me a 90 skill, 48 luck. How many started with pound? 2054. So stare and stern are at the top. Train, snail, stain, night, nasty, clean, knife. Stainer is also this bot's suggestion, and very few people did it, but not 0. All right. Stern gave an 87 too. Chain, again, it knows that again would have split them all up. So again would have been the best guess here. It gave me an 83 for guessing any of these other ones. 20 luck on that one, apparently. And then align gives us the... I had 2 words to pick one, and I picked the right one. All right. I think this is unlucky because for a lot of these buckets... Yeah, I happened to pick the bucket with 2 left, right? If it was chain cabinet again, we would have been fine. We would have gotten it either at chain or the next one. But align and avian, unfortunately, are 50-50. And that's why it gave me a bad luck score for that. All right. Winning a 50-50 gets you a 75 luck. It does tarps alone align. Okay. 0.3 started with a line. 11.5. Jump, huge jump to 49.1. Another jump to 83.4, 97.0, greater than 99. Yeah, it's all common letters. It's a weird formation, so you don't really get trapped. It's interesting. But people who are losing on algin, alibi, alic, alive, alien, alias, avian. All right, let's check in regular mode. Okay, this one. 89 skill. Interesting. Pound. The night is the most common follow-up from 1200 readers. Snare, train, snail, nasty, raise, stare, snake. Stern is way lower. Writes. Interesting. Wonder why stern is more popular on the hard mode. Okay. Chain got an 82. And then a line. It does slate agora a line, so it's doing a filler here, which gets the G, which is nice. All right, 0.5 started with a line. 9.9, 40.9, 75.9, 93.8, 98.9. Wow, I expected this to be higher. People losing on alien, algin again. It's an anagram of a line. Interesting. Just not thinking of a line and trying algin first, and it happens to lock in. Oh, that sucks. All right, alibi, a line spelled this way. Imagine getting a homophone. All right, anagram is common. Homophone, not so much. Cool. Well, how'd you do?